Congratulations. You found the Twin Cities hit show.
Very well. Where do I begin?
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
That's the signal for all hands on deck.
Grab your jacket, man your gun, all hands on deck. Battle stations, everyone, all hands on deck.
Reach for this one.
And now, a real hit show.
Are y'all throwing a party?
You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
Toga! Toga! They're begging us. Please have a party. Feed us drink. Get us laid.
Live from the Twin Cities.
You know, there's going to be sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Hookers and drugs and
Chips, dips, chains, whips.
Boys and girls equals, I don't know, you.
It's the Twin Cities hit show.
You having a party here or what?
Party time. Drink your drinks and eat your eats. It's party time.
Let's get this hit show started.
All right, Chart House, are you ready? Wow. They are listening around the world right now, including Burnsville. It's another beautiful Thursday afternoon out here at the Chart House in Lakeville. The sun always seems to be shining, except for that one time.
There was a one time, yeah, and we had to go inside, and it was even more awkward. That woman over there was jabbing her finger right in my face in the indoors. I'm glad to be outside so I can run away if I need to.
Beautiful down here at the Chart House. Hop in your blue and white taxi, friends of the show. Head down here and get your 3rd Street Brewery beer, which is always on special down here at the Chart House. And this, I guess, tonight we'll make it a charity because we got to raise bail money for Chuck.
Yes, we do. I heard that he has to go to jail this weekend, one weekend only. But Blue and White Taxi is going to pick him up and bring him back home after the weekend is over, which is great.
In the meantime, Chris Maddox decided to be Chuck today. I'm sorry about that, Chris.
Yeah, this is awkward.
The bar is set very low. It's very low.
Oh, good.
So, is that a bee attacking you?
Don't hit it.
I'm fine.
It's like...
Just, don't touch it.
That was worse than Chuck.
Are you a bee expert? I've got this.
That's worse than... That bee loves you.
Nasty bee.
And you are listening to Mick Sterling. Mick, is this with the Stud Brothers that we're hearing right now?
Yes, and I haven't heard this song in a very long time.
Does it make you smile? Do you like it?
It was a lot of fun to record, actually.
The legendary Mick Sterling at the Chart House Deck Show today.
I feel excited about this. I'm also excited about Chris Maddox, and then not knowing that he was coming in to actually co-host.
That's right.
That's even more of a surprise. So how do you feel right now? Excited?
Yeah, man. Well, maybe I have a talent that I didn't know I had.
I believe that you do.
You got a full beer, and I'm just going to go ahead and claim that it's a 3rd Street Brewery beer.
Thank you for saying so.
Because they're on special. Yes. We got a lot of fun things we're going to do today. We're going to talk about some of the latest events that will be happening this weekend. But we're also going to talk about some of the... Entertainment Weekly has picked what they are considering the midsummer jams, music-wise. So we'll see whether it's thumbs up or thumbs down.
Very good.
But in the meantime, Mick, we want to catch up. We want to swim in the world of Mick Sterling.
Yes.
Oh, that
Are the waters
so
clear?
Dirty.
Sterling Lake, yes.
I want to swim in the waters of Mick Sterling.
Are there any brain-eating amoebas in their lake?
Oh, yikes!
I'm through with
Sorry,
those.
I know we're supposed to keep keep it positive.
No, hey, who wants
I have children.
No one wants
I'm
brain.
a father. I'm worried.
Nobody wants. Yeah. I'm not pro brain-eating amoebas.
There you go.
Just so you know.
The world is with
I'm
you.
against those.
That's
a
controversial
strong
stance
statement.
there.
But if there was a lion in the parking lot, you would
Nazis.
shoot that.
No, I don't believe that Mick Sterling would. I think that he's against brain-eating amoebas and all of that.
And lion shooting?
I think he is. I'm looking at him, and he looks like he's like...
I've solved that whole thing.
What is
tell
the
us
answer?
the answer.
Tell you, I'm going to post it tonight.
But you're the oracle. Oh, come on. Give us a sneak preview.
We won't tell you.
I'm serious.
He solved it.
Literally, it's a pretty good idea.
Well, I can't wait.
It's a pretty good idea.
Well, the word, and not to sidetrack too much, but the word is they make more money on these safaris with just people who want to look at the animals. They don't make... They make billions of dollars in ecotourism. Yep. They make millions with an M, like you, Mick, for the hunters. So it's like the hunting is really not necessary to keep these animals around. You don't really have to
Yeah,
shoot them.
I don't know enough about it to comment on that aspect of it. I know what my idea was.
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to say it. I just to read it on my Facebook page. But
I want
is
so
it a
much
legitimate
to know.
idea or is it a farcical idea?
No, it is because I do a lot of silly things on Facebook.
Okay.
But this is actually a real idea. It could actually really work.
Are you threatening the Zimbabwe government?
Nope.
Okay, well.
What time?
Are they listening right now, Rusty?
What time tonight will you be posting? Because now I have to
Now
see
I
this.
I know.
cannot
It'll be
wait.
sometime tonight when I get back.
Okay. Assuming you survive this hit show that we're doing.
Yeah. I woke
You
up
will.
really early this morning and wrote it.
All right.
I'm a weird
5 a.m. The
Yeah.
sun is out. The birds
Yeah.
are chirping. Mick Sterling is writing his
Yeah, I
manifesto about the Zimbabwe government.
Now, we should fully introduce Chris. Chris, you work... I saw you with a comedy troupe, the Turkeys, right?
Yeah. That was a group of us stand-up comedians who were making sketches and stuff, filming.
And that's on YouTube. You can see those.
Yeah, YouTube and mydamnchannel.com and theturkeys.net.
And you lean toward, you gravitate toward odd characters in your comedy.
Oh, I'm kind of cartoonish when it comes to the acting part. But we're all mainly stand-up comics. But
Did you do Brave New Workshop?
No.
Here?
Yeah. We did.
'cause my best friend is the musical director there.
Sweet.
Peter Gurdon.
Yes. Peter.
Yep.
He helped us a lot. We did a series of shows at the Brave New Workshop as the Turkeys.
And part of you mentioned music. Part of your bit is you actually play music. I see you brought a guitar.
I did. I thought I was supposed to play it.
Yeah, we are going. If we treat you nice, will you play it at some point?
Yes.
We have an hour to kill, so
I'll treat you nicely. I'll try.
I've been
I don't know.
playing since I was a kid, but I never did it combined it with the stand-up comedy until pretty recently. So
I do have to say that Chris Maddock is one of my favorite Twin City comics of all time. I've thought this. I started doing.
She
comedy.
says that with every guest
I
comic. that
don't
shows up.
because that's not
Every
true.
guest
Anyway, he
comic.
really is. And he's done my show a
She
couple
means it
times,
now.
and every time that I'm told he's coming up, I die a little bit and pee a little in excitement.
all the best stuff.
Yeah.
Now, have you guys, and just say yes, have you ever seen Mick Sterling and the Stud Brothers when they were a thing?
Yes.
I never saw
Awesome,
them
right?
play live. I did see Mick Sterling at the Jazz Club, Dakota
At
Jazz
Dakota,
Club.
yeah, with
Yep.
the Irresistibles.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did see
It's a
that.
good band.
Beautiful show.
How long did you have the Stud Brothers? Because I think that's
we played,
the first time I...
we played
saw it.
17 years every Sunday night at Bunkers.
That's what I was going to say.
Every Sunday, and then we were for about 10 years. We were doing about over 200 dates a year.
And that is awesome, right?
It was crazy
for a musician.
for a
That's
10-piece band. It was insane.
How were you able to keep everyone together, or was there a rotating Brothers of Stud?
Yeah, they were called the Sub Brothers. So we had a lot of horn players that would fill in for us, and rhythm section people that could fill in for us, and they were able to just step in and do it. But that's the only way, because it was just impossible to get 10 people to do every gig, the same people.
And I got to believe it was your love of horns that said, all right, when I put a band together, we're going to have a kick-ass horn section.
Well, officially, I didn't put that band together.
All right.
But the guys that put it together, there's a band in town called The Good, the Bad, and the Funky. Those guys were the guys who I went to high school with. And they actually started the band, asked me to sing in it, but they're the ones who actually started it.
And then you went all Michael Jackson on them. It became Mick Sterling and the Stud Brothers, Diana Ross and the Supremes.
Mick Sterling.
That's right.
Come
That's
on.
right. I needed a giraffe,
But probably it was just you, corralling everyone. So
Well,
why not?
When the band started, it was just going to be like a once-a-week thing. But it got so popular that we were getting so many offers. So a lot of the guys that started the band had full-time jobs, and they just didn't want to play that much.
Couldn't, yeah.
So it eventually kind of turned into where, I just kind of took the business part of it over, the booking part of it over, because there was just too much demand for the band.
I'd have gone the other way.
Yeah?
I think I'd have stuck with the band and ditched the job if it came down to it.
Yeah.
I think I've proven that by ditching the job without a band. But
I don't know. It was
touring a lot.
It was quite an amazing thing, for that long of a time.
That's awesome.
Were there moments where you thought, okay, we're going to break big and sell, be on the charts? It's not pop music, so it's...
I never thought that, because we were playing so much in town, and it's hard to travel. And, the thing about and you know this, it's just like the clubs in Chicago or Seattle or whatever are exactly the same as they are here. There's nothing more glamorous about going to Seattle than going to St. Louis Park.
Just harder on you.
It's just a lot of work, and to get 10 guys to do that, people have families and stuff, so it just wasn't financially feasible to do that.
Families.
Yeah.
Ruining everything.
Yes.
What was the biggest gig you guys had? Who was the biggest crowd you played for?
I think, Bayfront Blues Fest in Duluth, we played that many years. That was huge for us. They loved us there. We did like the downtown block party. There were, I don't know, tens of thousands of people for that. That was a lot of fun. So we did a lot of nice festivals, but mostly clubs, around the Twin Cities and in the region.
And so now, what is?
God, it's so weird to hear these songs. I haven't heard my songs in a long time.
Nick is over here tearing up.
It's weird to hear it.
I swear I'm in this crowd. This is you can see this on YouTube. I'm like, I think I saw myself there.
Yeah.
I caught you one time ever up in Duluth. You were playing the Chalet.
Yeah.
That was fun.
No, not the Chalet was
in
Lutzen.
In
Lutzen. Yeah, in Lutzen. Yeah. Do you remember the Chalet in Duluth? It was just a crappy, terrible motel. I mean, it's not there anymore, I think. It was awful.
Another crappy motel has taken its place.
Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't know. It was not good.
So 17 years, and then what happens?
I was working on a record, and it just didn't fit the mold of what the Stud Brothers were. Stylistically, it didn't make sense. And so when I did the record, I had the band learn like 4 of the songs, and we did it at Bayfront Blues Fest. And it just wasn't a good mix. The band was getting kind of tired of being a band, and everybody was kind of on each other's nerves. And so we did this. We did the show, and it just wasn't a good show. It just didn't feel right. And as I drove back to Minneapolis from the show, that I decided, I need to stop the band. It was just time. It was just time to do something different, and it was good because everyone was a little burnt out, and a lot of backbiting going on. We're just getting on each other's nerves. So we stopped, and we didn't play for about 3 years, and then we decided to just do like a one-time show at Bunkers right around Christmas. 3-4 years later, and we did one song. We did a sound check. Hadn't rehearsed, hadn't done anything. Hadn't really seen each other. And we played the one song, and we just got done with the song and looked at each other and went, "Damn, this band's really good." Like all the nonsense went away because we realized what we had was pretty remarkable. But when you're in it, you don't recognize it. When you step away from it for a while and you realize what you really have, it was cool, So now we play like 2 or 3 times a year, and it's wonderful.
You hugged it out. You realized.
Yeah, it was just, it was good.
I feel like that's a good life lesson, when you step away and you get to see the synergy that you actually did have with your band family there, and you did create something beautiful.
There's only 10 guys that can make that sound, and I think everybody's doing a lot of different projects, and they're all great, But when those 10 guys get together and we do those songs, there's nobody that sounds like that. And I think we all kind of figured that out at that sound check. It was like, okay, this was really good. We should be proud of this. So it was good.
Because that's the rep with Mick and Keith. They hate each other, but they realize they're the Rolling Stones.
Right.
So get over it. And they have something magical. Because if they tour solo or put out music, so it's not the same.
No,
when
and their solo records are great records.
Yeah,
they are. They really are. Keith Richards' solo record.
He's got a new one. Just came out, right?
I haven't heard that one, but his one he did about 10 years ago is fabulous. But it's not the Stones.
Yeah. Is that Charlie Watts making all that noise? I went to the last show and I went, how is that straight-laced up? He sits all straight and his arms are barely moving, but you're hearing incredible percussion.
Did you ever see Tower of Power? You ever seen that drummer David Garibaldi? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know Tower of Power.
When I was playing,
still a young man.
I played in front of him at the zoo a couple of years ago, and when I was just on the side of the stage watching, and David Garibaldi is like he's like this. He's barely moving. His back is straight, and he's just barely moving his wrist and his feet. But like he's having a sandwich,
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the control he has, and that's what Charlie Watts has. It's just control.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
My grandpa was a drummer. Red Maddock, he played for the Prairie Home Companion the last 10 years of his life, and Butch Thompson and all those guys. And he would show me when I was a kid. He died when I was 9, but he would show me. He was teaching me how to do the drum roll, and he was just perfectly still. He'd flick one pinky on this hand, and it was just, and it sounded like someone was about to get shot.
Oh, I know, it's incredible. Yeah.
Yep.
And you surprised me because we chatted a little bit, and you're like, Rusty, I really don't play guitar very well. Do you not play instruments, Mick?
Well, when I was a kid, I played drums, but I stopped taking lessons before I went to get a drum set. But I knew all the rudiments and the double paradiddles and the flamencos. I knew all that stuff.
Excuse me.
But I just started playing guitar just a few years ago. I can play, but I'm much. I'm just a rhythm guy. I know 3-4 chords, and I can strum along with the old banjo.
Because you write some music, though, don't you?
I do, but I write lyrics, and then I have the melody in my head and the feel, and then I just kind of sing it to the person I co-write it with. That's how all of my songs have happened.
That's a cool story. That's good to know.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I don't know. And I'm worried about the drummers, though, because you're showing me all these wrist movements, and people listening to this.
She thought you were beaten off.
Well, no, I wasn't thinking that, but I'm worried.
He's doing this motion.
Do drummers get carpal tunnel?
Yes.
Okay, and then are you ever concerned, when they're like, let me show you how to do this, pinky here, they're like, just hold off a second, Grandpa. Did you ever say that? Because you're going to need surgery on
Calm
your
down,
carpal
Grandpa.
tunnel.
No, he was fine. He had more trouble with the hole in his neck from smoking. But
Oh, well, that's a different
jazz,
Phil
baby.
Collins
downer.
Phil Collins had to stop drumming because of that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because of the hole in his neck?
Yeah, because of his.
He put a drumstick in the hole in his neck.
Well, it helps.
Flew up in the air and
people can
straight
hear
down.
you then.
So you were still playing, but not so much with the Stud Brothers.
Yeah, I'm actually doing multiple bands, all different styles of stuff, which has been really fun. I get to play. I'm playing with about 40 or 50 different musicians in town, depending on the show. It's amazing, and they're great. They're all great. It's really fun.
You playing this weekend?
I'm not playing this weekend, but I'm doing the next show that I'm doing is called Elton Songs. It's a show that features Elton John songs from 1970 to 76.
The good years.
Yeah. So it's a lot of deep tracks and then the hits of that era. So we're going Empty Sky, Skyline Pigeon, Son of Your Father, Madman Across the Water, those kind of songs. I've got an 11-piece band.
Burn Down the Mission Walls.
Burn Down the Mission. Talking Old Soldiers. I mean, it's great. So we're really excited about that.
Have you done that with other artists?
No, we just did that show. This is the 4th time we've done that show now.
Yeah.
So, and Peter's in that band. Peter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because Peter and I knew each other since 8th grade. And that's how Elton was the first guy that we did Elton songs.
Wow.
So it was great.
Did you do that in the 8th grade? Were you sitting there in the 8th grade Peter, get over here?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how I met Peter. I met him in the Plymouth Junior High School locker room. I was wearing an Elton John's Greatest Hits T-shirt, and I never met him before in my life, and he's across the locker room, and he screams, "I'll give you $12 for that shirt."
Well, big money back then.
That's big money. That's a huge
specific.
Yeah, that was his whole summer of lawn mowing.
If I wasn't ridden with acne, I would have thought about it, but
We were the same way, me and my friends, but it was with body count instead of Elton John.
Yeah.
This is so weird. No kidding, this is a true story. Wyzetta, 7th grade.
Wyzetta.
8th grade. I'm in homeroom, and this guy comes in with Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy, just released, and we're talking about it. And I had just bought it. It was Kevin Bowe.
Was it really?
Yeah. Kevin Bowe and I bonded over
what
Elton
an amazing
John,
thing.
because you play with Kevin Bowe.
Yeah, Kevin works with me all the time.
Yeah, tell him.
That is funny.
Yeah, we were grooving on that album. That's a good album.
It's a perfect album.
Did it make the cut for the show, though? That's a little...
Oh, yeah, we do that song.
Okay.
We do Curtains, and We All Fall in Love sometime from that record, too.
Vocally, you're not an Elton John style, though.
Huge. When I sing, I hear Elton and Van Morrison and Springsteen and Southside Johnny. Those are the 4 that, infected me. So I always hear those 4 when I sing.
Got a great voice. And before we forget, you got a great charity event. You've always been into charities, it seems. Going back years and years, you had a charity event for kids with AIDS, right?
Yep.
Is that still active and going?
It's called One Heartland now, not Camp Heartland, and it is still going. Yeah, it's a different kind of I think they do different things now because back in the 90s, AIDS in America was a little more severe than it is now.
Right.
So they've had to modify some things a bit. But yeah, it's going strong and doing great.
A week from tomorrow, next Friday, you've got...
No, next Monday.
It's a Monday.
August 10th. Yep.
August 10th.
Yep.
Okay, let's get that right. Not too far away. Which golf course?
Brackett's Crossing in Lakeville.
The fourth annual,
A Stroke of Luck.
And that is to help...
It's going to help my charity, the 30 Days Foundation, and also another great charity in town called Pinky Swear Foundation.
Tell me about 30 Days Foundation, because we were just talking about that a bit earlier than the show.
Well, 30 Days Foundation, what we do is that we assist people in real-life financial crisis. And we do it with a one-time grant, but it only goes to the service that needs payment, not to the person requesting help. So if somebody's out there and they have an electric bill that's $198.14 and they just don't have it, they're not going to get it, and they're going to turn their electricity off and all the ripple effects of that kind of nonsense that happens. If they reach out to us and we have the funds, we don't write the check to them, we pay XL Energy.
That's amazing.
So they don't shut their power off. Or, car repairs, medical bills, water bills, first month rent, security, all those real life things that people get tripped up on. We can kind of stop the momentum of bad stuff happening when we have the funds to do it. So since 2011, we've helped over 12,000 families.
Whoa,
that's amazing.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So this golf event, A Stroke of Luck, on August 10th is going to benefit the 30 Days Foundation and also the Pinky Swear Foundation, which does very similar things to what 30 Days does, but they do it for families with kids with cancer. So we're teaming up to do that, to A Stroke of Luck this year.
And you want people to know there's still room.
Yes.
To get out there. And what kind of weather are we having? This is gorgeous.
Every year we've done it. It's been just like this. We've got a perfect day. So we're hoping it's going to be the same.
Take the day off work.
Yep. Monday, August 10th.
Do a good thing. Have a good time.
We have the strolling musicians in a golf cart thing, because there are two things that are different about this event, which I love. We have roaming musicians on golf carts, and we'll go up to the foursome and say, you guys want to hear a song? For a raffle ticket, we'll do a song. 5 raffle. So it raises funds for the charity. But the other thing that I'm also very proud of is that one of the games that we have, there's always closest to the hole or longest drive or whatever, but we have best golf tantrum, which is fantastic. So we have our backdrop, and then we videotape them like just having a fit.
Throwing their
clubs and this is your one chance to just completely lose.
I feel like Rusty would win.
Yeah. Are those on the internet, the past tantrums?
I was going to put them on last year, but it got a little too Pulp Fiction by the end. It was getting people were getting a little too
hurting
much.
people.
Yikes.
But so that's a lot of fun. So it's a great event, and it raises a lot of money for us. It's our biggest fundraiser that we have. So we would love to fill up, the foursomes. We've got about 6 or 7 to go. So,
we're going to link up your information on our website, TwinCitiesHitShow.com, so you can find Mick that way. But you obviously, I'm assuming, have your own website.
Yes. Yep. So the 30 Days, the 30-daysfoundation.org, or they can go on pinkyswear.org too for information about that.
Did you write all that down, Chris?
Yep, I'm in it.
Yep,
I got it.
He's got it.
It's written down in our brains.
Yes.
And our hearts.
One of my favorite songs, Into the Mystic.
Ah, yes. This band nails that song. Lord, I can hear the sailors cry. That's weird. The first time we did this song, I've told the story on stage. When we got done with it, I knew that I would be singing that song as long as I'm playing. It worked that well. You Can Leave Your Hat On. That was always a really popular song with us. It was just sometimes you come across songs with a combination of the band and voice, and it just kind of happens. So this is one of them for sure.
You nailed it. Zach Brown does a good job on this one,
yes, he
too.
does. Yeah. Yeah, Zach's great.
How Have you ever, this is a weird question, and like, obviously I'm taking us off the track of your beautiful music, but have you ever gotten like a frog in your throat when you're doing this? Because it sounds like you're kind of guttural. Like, have you ever been like, in the middle? Have you had to ever do that? Like in your whole career, have you ever had bronchitis or gotten sick or anything that in the middle of this that you'd be like,
No, I've never gotten, my throat is never, it doesn't hurt. I've never had nodes or anything like that. I have had to throw up once, and
in the middle of a song?
I had to
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it was at Bunkers, actually. We were doing You Got the Funkifies, an old Tower of Power song, and I was so sick that night, but I still played, and then I thought, I'm going to throw up. So I ran up the stage and did the sax solo, and
I'm sorry, I don't mean to
hacked
laugh.
along, and then came back and finished the song.
The show must go on.
The show must go on.
It's not as bad as that time you're doing stand-up and you sharted. That was
way more embarrassing. Yeah.
Was that at the Shard House?
Yeah, it was at the Shard House.
This is
and
the chart.
I was doing a little stand-up comedy.
Chart House. We
And,
are friends at the
That is
Chart
beautiful.
House.
But again, the show must go on.
Chardonnay on special.
So,
Must go on.
everyone sent their food back, but I stayed on the stage.
You're a trooper.
I really am. Thank you.
Another drink. We're going to take a break here for a second. Before we go to break, who's in town? What do you think of these pop bands? These, they just had the One Direction at TCF Stadium.
I love that.
You do?
I'm a huge pop music fan.
Really?
Yes.
That's surprising.
Because it's so hard to write a hit song.
Whoa.
It's hard to write a pop song. So if they get a hit, fantastic.
I took my daughter to One Direction the last time we were here at the XL, and the warm-up band, first of all, she had to get over it. Dad, I'm like, I got free tickets, all right?
Yeah.
I'm going.
That's
I'm
right.
taking you. The warm-up band was 5 Seconds to Summer. Now, a year and a half later, they're the headliner at the XL Energy Center.
I saw the Spice Girls when they were huge. It was fantastic. I love the Spice Girls. I loved Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. It's a great pop song. A pop song is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
That was George Michael, right?
Yeah.
Wham!
When they were Wham, yeah. It's a perfect song.
So these are the cute boys of 5 Seconds of Summer.
God bless them, man.
Chris, there's still time for you. You could be in a boy band. Come on.
It would be a man band at this point.
Fine, whatever. Jeez, sensitive.
Not for my actions, just for my.
That would be a great act, though. Just a man band. I was just sitting around.
Well, I mean, I'm sure I'm the
band?
same age as the Backstreet Boys, but they were that. It's too late for me, man. Why'd you have to bring that up?
What would some titles,
Golly.
Chris? What would some titles of songs be for your man band?
My back hurts.
Oh yeah.
I'll get to it.
Yeah. Can we build the Legos at the table? I can't sit cross-legged this long.
This disagrees with me,
My hips hurt like a Great Dane that needs to be put down.
Oh, you could dance to that one.
Well, I can't, but
That's the reggae song in the
kids
collection.
In a minute.
Yeah.
That goes a couple different ways.
No direction.
I don't need glasses,
I don't fault my daughter, by the way, for liking these boy bands, because when you think about it, the Beatles began as a boy band. I Want to Hold Your Hand.
They were never a boy band.
Yeah,
Don't
Paul
say
was
that.
the cute one, but they had stuff
They were the boy band.
They have stuff that these other bands I don't think will ever have.
Well, no.
Songs and a journey and the touch of God, evidently.
But Mick likes those songs.
No, I think
feel
they're
really
I
mad
think
about Yoko.
It's a part of the music business that I think is fantastic.
Yeah.
You got to have that. I mean, why is Tiger Beat still on the shelves?
Yeah.
There's always going to be, young teenage girls that like those kind of things. Great, fantastic.
I got to admit, when I was growing up, young kid, I wanted to be David Cassidy, but instead I was cursed with Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah.
I will never be David Cassidy. I will forever be Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah.
But you're a way better
Feel my
Danny
pain.
Bonaducci than Danny
Feel-
Bonaducci.
Feel my pain.
It hurts us.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some of the musical acts in town this weekend. I got a little bit of a musical quiz for these guys, and then there's some, again, Entertainment Magazine claims these are the midsummer hits that we should be listening to. And Chris, I want you to play that guitar. You brought the damn guitar.
I want you
We want
to do this.
to play the guitar.
If you
all
don't
right?
do this, Rusty's going to be mad. I'm going to have to deal with that.
We'll be right back.
I'll give it a try.
Difficult.
City's Hit Show.
Mick.
We'll be right back.
MacMen. Don't let your computer problems drive you mad. We are MacMen, Minnesota's premier tech consultants and problem solvers for Macs, mobile devices, troubleshooting, training, and much more. No more dragging your computer all over town because we come to you. We love making house calls to your home or small business. MacMen. Call 612-345-8005.
The term foodie can sometimes come across as a tickle pretentious. BT and Lydia are here to demystify the term and reclaim it for the sake of good food. Their weekly podcast brings in fellow foodies and culture creators from the Twin Cities to talk about all things food. Find this duo only on the Alive and Social Network.
The one and only Chart House. Your destination, whether dining for two, drinks with friends, or making up for that night with friends. Join us at the Chart House for brunch, dinner, or drinks.
Hi, I'm Josh Ripper, and I'd like to invite you to my restaurant, and I'll buy half your dinner. Go to charthouserestaurant.com to find out more.
Visit charthouserestaurant.com today for your special offer. And then come visit Chart House in person. Your table is waiting.
The Rusty Gatenby Review is the entertaining show about entertainment from movies, music, and more. Award-winning TV guy Rusty Gatenby and his review is the podcast with the biggest cast in entertainment, part of the Alive and Social Network. You can get that Minnesota connection to Hollywood and beyond any time of the day or night simply by clicking on the RustyGatenbyReview.com. That's the RustyGatenbyReview.com, part of the Alive and Social Network.
Let's face it, summer is short here in Minnesota, and we want to fill it up with concerts, ball games, and good times. Well, for a great night, log on to Blue and White, blueandwhitetaxi.com. Hey there, everybody. I'm Rusty Gatenby, your TV buddy, and I'm always up for a good time, but I've learned planning is part of the party. Do the pregame, do the pre-concert, and do the pre-plan. Pre-plan your ride, that is. Log on to blueandwhitetaxi.com. With the biggest fleet of taxis in town, you can enjoy every last drop of summer and get home safely and on time. No worries about money and tips. You set it all up before the fun with blueandwhitetaxi.com. Yeah, make it a great night. Log on to the Blue and White, blueandwhitetaxi.com. No shirt, no shoes? Well, that's your problem.
You're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show. Say it fast 3 times. We just dare you.
They're not 3 minute long songs.
Whatever.
What are you guys talking about?
You know,
What's
we
that?
can stop in the middle and then.
We're listening to you right now.
Pick it up.
What do you say?
Oh, hey.
What's
We're talking about what kind
We're not
of
gonna stop.
song he wants to do. And I said, he was like, I don't know which one I want to do. And I said, do a good one. And then I put the pressure on.
Chris, whatever
which
you
is the worst thing to do.
Apparently everyone heard.
Whatever you play, I will shout out Freebird.
You
I will shout
need
out
to
Freebird.
perform.
I'll just say Freebird.
All right.
Hey, so we real quick, here's some of the things that are happening in town, and listen to this.
Tell us, teacher.
I don't think there'll be a mosh pit for this performance.
Oh, I disagree. I'm already
this is, Mick?
creating a mosh pit with these gentlemen over here.
This is Woody Allen.
Oh, Woody, yeah.
He's in town
That's
this
going to be
weekend.
cool.
He's still alive?
He's got a new movie that just came out.
What?
He's quite alive.
Oh.
Very much alive.
Well,
It's not a movie a year, and
I'm going to take those flowers back I sent to.
if you're in New York City, he jams with his buddies.
Was that Elaine's?
Yeah, like on every
Elaine's?
Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
Well, now they're on tour.
Love that.
I don't know if he's ever been to Minneapolis, but now he's.
But he's got to be in his 70s, isn't he?
Yeah,
Woody Allen?
I think
gotta be
near
in his
80.
70s.
Yeah.
I was thinking like 90, 92, 93.
93, yeah.
Yeah.
So this music appeals. You're like, yeah, okay.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
This is what my old grandpa used to play. It was the Dixieland Jazz, you know.
It is kind of fun.
With his drum roll.
Dixieland Jazz. My grandpa used to, he had this trick where he'd be doing a drum solo, he'd flip the stick, he'd catch it, and he'd flip it higher the next time he'd catch it. And then the third time he'd flip it, he'd let it hit him in the head. And when it hit him in the head, the band stopped and he'd hit the cymbal and spit his dentures out.
Oh, I love
Now
that.
that's entertainment.
That is entertainment.
That is entertainment.
And he got fired from Mancini's doing that. 'Cause
Chris, I
come from a long line of censored performers.
Is making so much more sense to me right now after hearing this.
It wasn't deemed sanitary or what?
People were choking on their steaks, and those are expensive.
This is music from the six-time Tony Award winning Kinky Boots, which is also in town at the Orpheum Theater.
Saw that?
I haven't seen this yet, but
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Certainly a timely story with Caitlyn Jenner and all that.
Oh, that's what it's about? I have no idea what it's about. I've heard of it.
A guy who discovers in his inner feminine story, I guess.
Okay.
Well, it's poppy. I mean, I'm bouncing to it a little bit. Like, yeah, that sounds all right. Thank you.
It's got that, you know.
He's going through his life change through music.
It's very Rent.
There you go.
It's very Rent-esque.
Oh, there you go.
Broadway.
Bring it back home to
Very
Broadway.
Rent.
Yeah.
I would like to see it. It's at the Orpheum through Sunday. Kinky Boots, winner of 6 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. So it's got to be worth something.
Big show-offs.
Yeah, big show-offs, and they're big.
Super big show.
Big
Had to win awards and stuff like that.
And
Jeez.
they're big kinky boots. Who do they think they are?
That's right.
Did you like Rent, by the way?
No.
No. Why not? Why not?
I wasn't a big fan of it. I don't
Thought
know.
it was
just,
too angsty.
It's just too much.
Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't do it for me.
Even that song.
I think I got overhyped. It got incredibly
1,100
overhyped.
That one song. What was it?
Yeah, I mean, they did it very well. I'm not saying they didn't do it well. It just didn't. I think by the time I saw it, it was just like it got way overhyped.
Yeah, you were like,
I'm just
this?
like right now. I'm imagining watching you at the Dakota Jazz Club, and then now we're talking about like, do you like Rent?
Yeah.
It just doesn't fit with Mick Sterling's like repertoire.
Well, I'm kind of all over the place.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
You're
and
an
me both.
eclectic
You and me
guy.
both.
I'm all over the place.
This is a band that I've heard about, but I've never seen. TV on the radio.
Yeah, I've heard of that band too.
I've seen them live. I think
Have
at
you?
the Turf Club, where you never have been.
But I hear I'm
I
supposed to
I
go.
think they were on SNL one night. I think they're on SNL. I saw them.
You like it, Chris?
Yeah, I've heard this song. I'm all right with it. I'm cool with this song.
What's on your
Chris approved.
iPod, Chris? What are we finding on your 8-track? What's in your secret album?
Mix
book?
tape.
I've always been a huge metalhead, and
Sorry to hear that.
Big surprise, by the way.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But
What were the tortures in your life that made you like metal?
heavy metal is a beautiful sound. It's a beautiful sound. I love it.
It's a sound of aggression.
No,
It scares me.
It is. It's aggressive.
It scares
You,
me.
you don't get a show like this without you being at least a little assertive, right?
Yeah,
Rusty.
I guess so. I guess
Well,
so.
Rusty.
What is that? You said.
So I that and my new hero is Todd Snyder. I listen to that guy all the time.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, he's. I wish to be like Todd Snyder. So
Yeah.
I like that, and yeah, this is rock and roll. And
This is the Screaming Females. They are also in town this weekend.
Not familiar. Great name of the band though.
Yeah.
Violent Femmes.
There's 2 dudes and one.
Oh.
There's 2 dudes and 1 gal in the Screaming Females. It's kind of got a Ramones thing going on there.
It's not too aggressive for you.
No, I like it. I like it. Do you like AC/DC, or are they too corny for you?
I love AC/DC. I prefer the Bon Scott, but I like it all.
Isn't that amazing that guy with that voice dies and you think, okay, there's no way. But no, there is a way.
Oh, well, if you
Hello,
listen
Brian
to it a little
Jones.
more, they're very different, but yeah, something about the Bon Scott. Dude was the man.
Yeah, that was an amazing sound that came out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you possibly sing like that? It's incredible.
Yeah.
Highway
That
to
band
Hell.
rules.
But
Love
then
that
they
band.
come back with Back in Black. I mean,
Yeah.
that's an incredible album.
No,
I hit the sack. He's ready to go to bed.
You want to hear the screaming?
That's a Gus Lynch joke.
What would it sound like if the Screaming Females did Taylor Swift? Do you want to hear what that would sound like?
More than ever.
Here's Screaming Females doing Taylor Swift.
I stay up too late. Got nothing on my brain. And that's what people say. Ooh, that's what people say. I go on too many days. But
Yes,
I can't
no?
make 'em stay.
I love it. I love Taylor Swift, though. So anything Taylor Swift, I dig.
Listen how she plays the guitar coming up. It's still no guitar yet, but when she does play, it's not a thrashing, it's just a slow strum.
Music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. 'Cause the players gonna play, play, and the haters gonna hate. I just wanna shake it off.
I love that.
Little affectation to
That's
the voice
great.
there. Little affectation.
That's a cool cover of that song.
Yeah, Screaming Females. They are also in town. Look it up.
See, when I scream, it doesn't sound like that. I'm an actual screaming banshee woman.
Really?
Yeah.
So we're going to...
So I don't think I could do that.
Here now is what Entertainment Weekly is saying are some of the midsummer song jams. This one is by a lady named Ray. And she's got a very Amy Winehouse thing going on. A little slow start. I don't know where in the summer you would be playing this.
It's very understated right now.
We potentially get to where she's doing it.
Under your window.
I suppose sunset. Nice quiet beach.
Losing my patience.
Yeah, all right.
I dig that.
Up north, sun setting on the lake.
I miss Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, I got to see that documentary.
Me too. I heard it's amazing.
Yeah. Is that on Netflix? I think it might. I think it might be. I gotta see. Chris,
it's
no,
on HBO.
no likey.
I'm into this. I like Amy Winehouse a lot. So sometimes I get suspicious, and this is me being probably stupid and cynical, but sometimes there's a lot of people they'll go, she has a beautiful voice, and I'll go, no, she just does the thing. Yeah. She does the thing. Not that doesn't apply to this person, but
that's kind of I hear what you're saying.
Suspicious. I like the way that you said that.
Is Ray R-A-E?
W-R-A-Y.
W-R-A. Oh, Ray. Like Link Ray. Cool.
Yeah. Now, it's kind of in the same vibe. They also say this is going to be a breakout artist, Leanne LaHavas. She would be almost like in the same club as Ray. Kind of a funky beginning.
Heavy words, little lies, telling everything but the truth. The truth. Three little words.
This is like Regina Spektor mixed with Amy Winehouse.
Is it? All right.
Yeah.
They say look out for her. Her album is great, and she's going to be a name we all...
Who's that Corinne Bailey Ray? Remember her?
Yeah. Where'd she go?
I don't know. She was great.
This
reminds me of her a little bit.
Yeah. Leanne LaHavas.
Interesting.
I kind of like it.
I know what I got and I know where we're going. You don't need to show it. I already know it all. It's what you do.
I like it.
I could see you doing something
I like
this.
Irresistibles could do this song.
There you go.
You're welcome,
Like it,
Mick
Chris?
Sterling. We found you a new song.
I like it.
It's called What You Do. All right, we'll do...
the sound of the bass guitar.
We'll do one more. Now these are artists that I think a lot of people are aware of, but Jill Scott hasn't had an album out in like 3 years.
She's amazing.
Who's that?
I love Jill Scott.
She was more jazz, would you say?
I don't know what she has been, but she is significantly cool.
So her new one has a little more...
I saw her on Oprah like a long time when she first came out. She made me cry. I'd never seen anybody sing a song like that before. It was so unbelievably good.
She was in the news.
I was like, well, I'm crying. I can't believe I'm crying. She's amazing.
She was in the news most recently for defending Bill Cosby until the deposition came out. She said, yeah, no, I'm done, Bill. You're guilty.
Nice of her to try.
A lot of ladies in this list here. Little horns.
Cool.
I feel like I should listen to this every time a job of mine ends.
Just put it on.
Closure.
This is closure.
I could see you doing something with this too, Mick.
I want to do all the songs you played.
Okay.
Do you guys want to sit closer together? Are we having a bromance right now?
Did you hear the song? I don't know if you caught the show last week. The song I played. Have you heard of Nathaniel and the what are they? The Night Sweats.
I think that
Have you heard 'em?
Charismatic has night sweat.
Have you heard it?
Why would you think that?
Listen to the
I
song.
don't know. You're a dad.
Is this them?
Yeah. It's called "Son of a Bitch." I need a drink.
Oh,
I'm gonna need someone.
that's what I wanted my band name to be for a while. Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna need
Someone needs to do that.
Brand new. Just came out last week.
I'm gonna need someone to hold me down. I'm gonna need someone to care. I'm gonna ride.
It's building toward the chorus,
my body.
which explodes.
I'll start pulling out my hair. I'm gonna cover myself
Very old school, isn't
with
it?
the ashes
cool.
of you.
Here they come. He needs a drink.
Son of a bitch, give me a drink. Under the night, I just can't be me. Son of a bitch, if I drink it clean,
I see you smiling.
drink my life away.
I think a couple of
Oh, yeah, that'll
here,
work.
Yeah,
That's
bobbing
great.
their heads.
Nathaniel and the Night Sweats.
Yeah, Nathaniel Radcliffe and the Night Sweats.
Love it.
Daniel
Rolls off the
Radcliffe
tongue.
in the night.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
That's
some music,
cool.
Some music selections. Okay, real quick. We're gonna end the show with you, Chris, if you don't mind.
I knew it. Play all the best new hot music.
No.
Then Charismatic
And so this thing I
and
just
the
started.
night sweats.
So Mission Impossible is out now. Tom Cruise, which, by the way, my review is tomorrow on WCCO TV mid-morning with Jason DeRusha.
Nice.
Your voice just is something cool.
It's actually a good movie. I mean, I know he's got his
Did
things.
you like
He's
it?
got
Are you going to give us a little sneak?
That's the other thing with Tom Cruise. Everyone's like, he's weird. He's a Hollywood actor. He's one of the richest people in the world. Of course he's weird.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
His Mission
Yeah, but he
Impossible
jumped
movies
on
are
Oprah's
fantastic.
couch.
He jumped on Oprah's
He's
couch.
done a lot of weird things, and then he was
He has.
Scientology. You know, I can't even.
Yeah,
Can you name?
But he's a
Scientologist.
surprisingly good bowler. Did you know that?
Is he really?
Yes.
I heard he was really like he's a man's man type of guy. You know, like if you want something done, you ask Tom Cruise. He's like,
Well, good lord,
Executive.
he's doing all those freaking stunts that are just incredible. Plus, the one thing you really got to like about Mission Impossible, of course, is the theme song is incredible.
Yes.
you know why he can do all those stunts?
Trying to get it to play. Why?
Because he's so short. Like short people are really good at acrobats.
I love that Tom Cruise movie where he runs. That's a great one.
Yeah. I mean, whoever wrote this is genius.
Yes.
Who was it, Mick?
I don't know, but I wonder if it was John Williams, the guy that did Jaws. Sounds like it could be him.
I think it's before his time.
I don't
right,
think so.
so-
I think he was around.
Here's the bit.
We
See
got
if
to
you,
find that out. Now I'm intrigued. Who wrote that song?
I don't know.
Who
We'll have
did
to
that
Google it.
soundtrack?
We'll have to Google it.
Isaac, Google it.
If it's John Williams, I'm going to freak out.
Google it. Somebody Google it.
Name this one.
Secret Angel.
There you go. From the show.
It's Asian, man.
Secret Angel.
That's what I thought it was when I was a kid.
It's from the TV show Secret Agent Man.
Okay.
That's a cool one too,
I just
right?
love Johnny Rivers, so
How do you make a good spy song? What is there's certain chords you got to hit?
I don't know, but I know when you write it, you have to walk sideways like a spy.
I
know
think
that.
it would be GCD. I'm making that up right now. I see that you have the Pink Panther on there.
Yeah, well, that's another iconic. Is it a spy song? But it's certainly,
It
I know
makes
who wrote
me
that.
think of spies.
yeah.
Henry Mancini.
Henry Mancini.
This makes me want to sneak around and steal things out of your purses, everyone.
Lalo Schifrin.
Wrote it?
Lalo
that guy.
Schifrin.
What website are you
Oh,
on?
Lalo Schifrin. That guy.
Isaac
The one that
just
tells
looked
you
at
the
his
truth.
own contacts in his phone. That was a drunken night.
Lalo
He
Schifrin.
put somebody on.
There's Lalo
Lalo
Schifrin.
Schifrin.
All right, try and name this one then.
Listen to me.
Their
There's
real name
Lalo
is
Schifrin.
Leslie Smith.
We're getting a little more obscure, but see if you can name this one as soon as it kicks in here. Hold on. Also had it was a TV show, I'll give you this. This isn't the recognizable part. Here it comes. Here it comes. You ready?
Get Smart.
I feel like this
That's
is
it.
in.
What was it?
Get Smart.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mick Sterling wins
Missed it
again.
by that much.
Dang it! I was just about to say that.
Do these songs have a familiar? Is there something musically that makes a good spy song?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but all of them are damn good spy songs.
There's some chromaticness maybe going on.
I think it's that there's they all have that kind of staccato
lead up,
thing
like,
going on.
da-da-da-da,
Some of the Tommy Gunn.
Right.
And then, yeah.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba.
Or no, Peter Gunn. Tommy Gunn.
How would you like to
Tommy
hear?
Tommy Gunn.
How would you like to hear the Get?
Hey, that makes some music too, my friend.
How would you like to hear the Get Smart theme as done by a ska band?
I would
Finally,
love
you
to.
asked.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Rusty.
Nice.
Now make him play Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, this is nice.
Is
I
this
like-
the Mighty Boss Tones?
No, but they're
Is it 3 Minute Hero?
It's they're
It's a
from
Christian ska band.
It's like the
out
Australian
of Northfield,
ska band or
Minnesota.
something.
Okay.
Fun, right?
It's a little
Love
too
it.
fast to be a real spy
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
And it's kind of that's not really ska.
It's not really ska.
It's kind of ska.
It's like ska-ish.
Scottish?
Scottish.
It's not full on ska.
No, it's more like ski.
And there have obviously been. I mean, the granddaddy of them all is got to be the.
Well, of course.
I mean, that's the one. That's the gold standard,
Greatest.
right? And that guitar, that surf guitar.
So great.
If you drive to this music, you will speed.
Still true.
And then there's also been so many great.
Peter Gunn?
What's that?
Peter Gunn?
Yeah, Peter Gunn theme is amazing.
Oh God, I don't have that one. That is a good one.
I can play it.
Let's hear
Ha-ha!
it. Let's hear it. Can you do Peter Gunn?
I feel like we just finally did.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I feel like Rusty finally failed, though. That's the one song he did not have.
I did not.
You didn't
have it.
fail, Rusty.
I am
I did
so
not.
You're doing great.
excited.
That's
so
a good
disappointing.
This is so good.
Here's the
Why
Finally,
focus on the one you didn't
finally
get?
one song you did not have.
Here's the thing about James Bond. Now, ever since Shirley Bassey did that theme song.
Yeah.
Now every Bond movie tries to come up with another iconic James Bond song, right?
I like The Spy Who Loved Me. I thought that was Carly Simon nailed that. That was great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, The Spy. Yeah, that is a good one.
That's a great
And
one.
they were able to use that one. Then of course,
I like the Adele one.
yeah,
That was really good.
And then McCartney,
Yeah, McCartney.
he kind of deviated from the actual Bond thing, although some of those notes do get included in this song.
Used to say, live and let live.
You know you did. You know you did.
No, you did that.
No, you did.
Come
You know
on.
you did. Quit
Have
lying.
you seen McCartney in concert?
No, it's driving me crazy.
Here's where he blows off the fireworks.
Yeah.
It's they're right here.
Say, live and let die.
Fireworks shoot off. It's a whole.
Did you see McCartney with the Foo Fighters, that documentary Sound 80 film? The song that they did, I can't remember what the name of the song is, but it's just, McCartney's like 72,
Yeah.
rocking so hard,
Yeah, yeah.
singing
There's
his
hope for you.
ass off. I mean, and the song is amazing.
There's hope for you.
It's just unfair. Unfair.
So here's the Adele thing. Anyway. All right, Chris, we're going to be leading up. You brought your guitar.
I did.
We're going to make you sing.
All right.
So what kind of stuff are you?
Well,
it's normally fun and
You know, you brought me on here because I'm active in the stand-up comedy scene.
No, because you're sexy.
And but actually, I've been going back to what people know me for is my legendary country music.
Is it?
From
Wow.
the
I like
60s
this.
and 70s. Played on my slightly out of tune guitar. So thank you very much for having me. And
Chris, we'd love to have you. Chris Maddock, everyone.
Legendary country singer, evidently.
Evidently, it's true.
It's true. This is not comedy.
And it is great to be here. I was in North Dakota last week for work, not like a vacation or anything. And selling CDs after the show, like I often do. I had 12 CDs on the table, and I know there was 12 too. 2 rows of 6.
Yeah,
that's 12.
Yeah. Thought I could trust the, good people of North Dakota. I was wrong. I left that table for like a minute. Come back, I look at the tables. 13 CDs. Somebody brought one back.
Bastards.
From a different show, from a different town. I did one show in that town.
That is cold.
Yeah, somebody
very cold.
Drove 5 hours. To that is not for me.
And then they ask for gas money.
Yeah. So this one's called, you might recognize it, Send the Bill to My Heart.
All right.
Well, I had a woman. She left me. This song's about the things she bereft me. She left in a huff, her perfume did linger. She kept her wedding ring, but gave me the finger. Take what you want, send the bill to my heart. I'd like to introduce my drummer behind me, Mr. Johnny Cupcakes, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny, why don't you give him a little sample? What are you known for? What you like to do, buddy? Well, that sounds just fine, Johnny. Johnny couldn't be here tonight, folks. I had something to do, wouldn't tell me what, but I already wrote the bit. I want you to know I know he ain't there. I'm not crazy. She took my shotgun so I couldn't hunt. She took everything that rhymes with hunt. She took my shoes, she took my laces, she took my jacks, my queens, my kings, and my toothbrush. It's a little misdirection there. Bet you all thought I was going to say cunt. Tree music legend, Chris Maddock. Cunt, that's a word you must never ever say. Makes people very sad. Especially crabby, bitchy chicks. They just, after the show, they don't, you can't say that. Take what you want, send the bill to my heart. You know, a lot of times, Johnny Cupcakes, he'll ask me where I get my inspiration for a lot of these songs. Don't you, Johnny? That's funny what you just said. Well, a lot of times I'll end up maybe waiting tables at a restaurant, bartending at a bar, not for the money, you see, just for the inspiration. Plus, since no one is not even buying my albums, but now actively returning them, well, I'll go get some money there. Sometimes I'll imagine myself pushing my sharpened thumbnails into the eye socket of a patron that wants another Diet Coke or a side of ranch. Ranch, by the way, is the Harry Potter of food. You all need to grow up and get adult taste buds. It's a trick to get kids to eat vegetables, goddammit. And I do apologize for the cursing, everybody. It's a bad habit I picked up from an old friend, Waylon Jennings. Let's just say when it's 1974 and you're honking back cane and booze 6 weeks at a time, watching your mouth doesn't make as much sense. But that's neither here nor there. You might notice when you go to a bar, you might be 40 years old or plus. Guy will still card you, and you'll say something really clever like, "Hey, thanks." Well, the guy isn't carding you because you're young. You see, the police will send people to try to catch you. See, there's a rampant crime spree of 20-year-olds going into bars. Maybe they're tired after a day of voting people into high office. Maybe tired from paying for an apartment with their own money. Maybe they're back from the war, and they might try to buy an adult beverage. I'm the last line of defense in that crime. Thank you. I don't even check the people's ages anymore. I like the funny names. I try to find people with funny names. I was giving a guy a beer the other night. He could have been 14 years old. I do not know. But I did notice his name. His name was William. Last name spelled M-A-H-A-R-T. William or Bill Mahart. And that's when the lyrics of the song occurred to me. Take what you want, send the bill to my heart, to my heart. Take what you want, send the bill to my heart. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Rusty Hesley.
It's touching.
It was a touching song.
That
yes,
is
I
incredibly touching.
I feel like I learned so much.
I love the flourish at the end.
Well, I was touching all of you.
It was very Stevie Wonder-esque.
Thank you. You noticed.
Very Wonder, yes.
I feel bad that your drummer didn't talk to me. You know, like, I feel like only you could hear him.
Well, that's drummers for you. They're a different breed.
We have successfully killed an hour here.
We have.
Yay!
Mick, again, the charity event coming up.
Stroke of Luck, Monday, August 10th at Brackett's Crossing in Lakeville.
We're going to get that
And
information.
go to TwinCitiesHitshow.com to see how to sign up on his websites, too, if you
That's
want to
it.
donate money there.
The owner of this establishment plays the golf event every year.
Josh
Oh,
Rupert.
good
That's
old
right. So talk to Josh. He knows.
Look at him over there.
This is
He
a
knows.
beautiful place,
He's
by the way.
got
Do
some
people know
Trump
that?
hair
I
going
know,
on
isn't it?
these days.
Right? I mean, this
it's
view is
waving in the wind. Are you running for office, sir?
Listen to you, Chris. Chris, talk about how wonderful this is.
Do you have pictures on the? Do you have a website? This place is gorgeous, beautiful,
It is.
everything.
There you go.
The view I'm looking at is like,
Right?
I mean, the sunset over the glistening lake with the lily pads.
Exactly.
It is beautiful.
It's incredible.
The jet skiers.
What do you say? Me, you, skinny dipping? Let's do it.
I'm ready.
All right, sweet.
So, Chart House, come out to Lakeville
Love that.
and enjoy this beautiful weather. It's like an oasis of a vacation. Mick Sterling, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You were a beautiful soul to have on
Oh,
the
thank you
show.
very
Thank
much.
you.
And Chris, where
Maddock,
can we see your
love
comedy
you.
stylings?
I'll be performing at the Square Lake Film and Music Festival on August 8th, and every Wednesday night at 10 o'clock at Grumpy's Downtown.
It looks like we're going to wrap up this show, but stick around. We're going to have a bonus musical performance. So a little hidden track is happening. No, not you. Settle down. Settle down.
Come on.
Unless you
I'm getting warmed up.
Mick, a pleasure to chat with you. Good luck
Thanks.
at the
Thanks,
golf
Rusty.
tournament, and I'm going to catch you next time you're with us.
Come to the Elton John show. It's at the Fireside Theater at Chanhassen.
Perfect.
August 14th and 15th.
That's my
Now
neighborhood.
that I know that you had Captain Fantastic,
Yeah.
you got to see the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Chuck, get out of jail. Hopefully we'll see Chuck on Monday. Otherwise, thanks again, everyone at the Chart House. Enjoy the beautiful evening. Live music coming up momentarily. Have a good weekend, everybody. See ya.
Yeah.
Well, I'm open for business in your neighborhood. This is my business, and business is good. Sing it now. This is my business.